Yes, people, a very, very happy evening to all of you. Thank you so much. So, guys, we're doing this chapter called as Change in Profit Sharing Ratio Among Existing Partners. In the first class, we understood how we calculate the new profit sharing ratio, gaining ratio, and the sacrificing ratio. In the second class, which is basically the last class, previous class, we discussed the goodwill that you calculate, the new goodwill. How do we do accounting for that? You can please tell me, how do we account for goodwill under the topic change in profit sharing ratio among existing partners? How do we account for goodwill? What is a journal entry? What is a journal entry? Goodwill account debit to bank. Very good, very good, very good. Is that correct? Was that the entry that we learned? Goodwill account debit to bank will come only when the entire business is sold by one business to another business. So in our example where Tasty Bite is selling the entire business to Annapurna, so Annapurna is paying goodwill. In that case, what is the goodwill entry for Annapurna? Goodwill account debit to bank. My question to all of you, in the case of current chapter, change in profit sharing ratio among existing partner, are we selling the business to anybody? No. So here there are three partners, A, B, C, whose profit sharing ratio was, let's say 1:1:1. Now the same partners are continuing, A is to B is to C. Now the profit sharing ratio is changing to 3:2:5. In this case, what happens? The person who's sacrificing the profit, has to pay goodwill to the partner. Sorry, the person who's gaining the profit has to pay goodwill to the sacrificing partner. Yes or no? The gaining partner has to pay goodwill to the sacrificing partner. So my question is, why will firm record goodwill in the books of accounts? Why should firm record goodwill in the books of accounts? Goodwill is paid by one partner to another partner. In the firm, what firm does a role play? Firm is playing the role of agent. What is the role of agent? Collecting money from the gaining partner and giving it to the sacrifice partner. Got it, not got it. So from business point of view, this is not to be recorded like this because this is purchased goodwill. Purchased goodwill. What happened? What is the temperature? Put it 18 now. Now, listen. Shh. Please focus here. Goodwill account debit to bank will come when the business is paying goodwill. Paisa is going from whose bank account? Business bank account. Yes or no? In case of change in profit sharing ratio, is the goodwill going from the bank account of the business? Is the paisa going from the bank account of the business? No. It is going from the bank account of one partner to another partner. So in that case, goodwill account will not even come. Goodwill will not be opened in the books of accounts. Got it, not got it. Here the firm has to collect the money from gaining partner and give it to the sacrificing partner. Why are we collecting money from the gaining partner? Imagine I'm the sacrificing partner. What am I sacrificing? Profit. Who is gaining my profit? If I sacrifice my profit, somebody will gain. No. My profit, the gaining partner is gaining. My profit, I'm giving to the gaining partner. Will I give it chumma? Free of cost? No. I will ask paisa. I want money in return. So if I want to give my future profits to him, from him, what do I want? Money. Got it, not got it. So here, who is given the in charge of collecting the money and giving the money? Firm. So firm will collect the money from gaining partner and give it to the sacrificing partner. Purjida. Goodwill account debit to bank will come when this goodwill ka paisa is paid by the business. So here Annapurna is gaining the profit of Tasty Bites. Annapurna is gaining the profit of Tasty Bites. So Annapurna has to pay goodwill. When Annapurna is paying goodwill means business on the whole is paying it. Partners are not paying it. Who's paying it? Business is paying it. In that case, the goodwill amount that you pay, this will become your intangible asset. So in that case, goodwill account debit to bank will come. Only in case of purchase of the business. We call this as amalgamation. What do we call this as? Amalgamation of the business or merger of the business. Only in this case, the goodwill what you record is purchased goodwill. Now here, this scenario is neither amalgamation nor purchase. Here, the goodwill cannot be purchased at all. Purinjida. So goodwill account will never be opened. So here the entry is going to be gaining partner account debit to sacrificing partner. Got it, not got it. So in the case of CPSR, what is CPSR? Change in profit sharing ratio among existing partner. The entry for goodwill is gaining partners capital or current account debit to sacrificing partner capital or current account. Last class only explained the concept. How do we calculate this? Total goodwill of the firm multiplied by total gaining ratio. How do we calculate this? Total goodwill of the firm multiplied by total sacrificing ratio. What is meant by total gaining ratio? The entire fraction, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 15, 3 by 15, whatever it is, the entire fraction we have to take as it is. Okay, not okay. And total sacrificing ratio also means what? Entire fraction we have to take as it is. Okay, not okay. So here in the last class, the goodwill what we discussed was new goodwill. New goodwill. Purinjada? How is this goodwill calculated? Using the multiple formulas that we studied in second chapter, which is average profit method, simple average profit method, weighted average profit method, super profit method, capitalization method. Using these methods, you calculate the total goodwill of the firm. On that portion, we multiply the gaining ratio and the sacrificing ratio to get the goodwill amount. Purinjada? Why gaining partner is debited? Why gaining partner is debited? Because this profit, who will get in future? Gaining partner will get in future. So that money will recur from the gaining partner now itself. Until I recover, I'll catch hold of his capital account. That's why gaining partner I've debited. Why did I credit sacrificing partner? Because whatever money I receive from gaining partner in future, I cannot keep it. Firm cannot keep it. Firm has to give it to the sacrificing partner. So we are creating liability in favor of sacrificing partner. Got it? Not got it? Online people. Purinjada? Online people, got it? Okay. Now, in today's class, what I'm going to discuss is about old goodwill. Old goodwill means in the balance sheet of Tasty Bites. In the balance sheet of Tasty Bites. There is already a goodwill of, let's say, 10 lakh rupees existing. Already there is goodwill of 10 lakh rupees existing in the balance sheet. In the balance sheet of Tasty Bites, how the hell did this goodwill land up? In the goodwill எப்படி வந்துச்சு? இதுக்கு ஒரு entry pass பண்ணிருப்போம். Goodwill account debit to bank. What does it mean? This means that Tasty Bites had purchased goodwill of Saravana Bhavan. Tasty Bites has purchased the goodwill of Saravana Bhavan. How much? 15 lakh, 15 lakh. Sir, but now only 10 lakh is there. No, sir. From 15 lakh, it became 10 lakh because goodwill is intangible asset. Intangible asset should be amortized. Like how tangible asset is depreciated, intangible asset should be amortized. Okay, not okay. For 4-5 years ago, we got it for 15 lakhs. 4-5 years ago, we got it for 15 lakhs. Or let's say 2-3 years ago, we got it for 15 lakhs. Or let's say 3 years ago. Now 10 அப்படினா amortization is 3 lakh per year அப்படினா how much it is? அப்போனா it's not 10 lakh now. How much it is? Should I pay 9 lakh? 15 minus 3. Where are you sitting? Sit? Okay, sit. Oh, sit by there, no? पीछे. Sit वहीं पे पीछे. Okay. 3 5s are 15 ना? 3 5s are 15. Correct? Okay. Goodwill is 9 lakh. Goodwill is 9 lakh. Okay, wow. Or you understood, no? 15 lakh to 9 lakh. Why it happened? Because of amortization. Okay, wow. For convenience, I took 10 lakh because my calculation becomes easy. Okay, wow. I'm not going too much into depth that how the goodwill is to be amortized. Andala scene man now. So my intention is not to explain amortization. My intention is to explain what are we supposed to do with this goodwill. Okay, wow. So all I'm trying to say is that Tasty Bites, couple of years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, they purchased one brand called as Saravana Bhavan. To purchase their brand, they paid how much? 15 lakh as goodwill. In the goodwill பணம் யார் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? Is the partner of the Tasty Bites gave or Tasty Bites on the whole gave it? Tasty Bite on the whole gave it. So in that case, the entry is goodwill of Saravana Bhavan account debit to bank. This goodwill is different and this goodwill is different. Purinjida? Both are two different goodwill. Got it, not got it. Now, 15 lakh worth of goodwill, like how tangible asset is to be depreciated every year, intangible asset all supposed to be amortized every year. What are we supposed to do? Amortized. Apana, out of 15 lakh, 5 lakh is recorded already in the P&L account. Every year, little by little, it has been transferred to P&L account. How depreciation is recorded in the P&L, no? Like that, amortization also is recorded in the P&L. So after amortizing 5 lakh, what is the balance value of the goodwill? 10 lakh rupees. That is how this goodwill 10 lakh came. Is okay va? Not okay va? Online people, is this okay or not okay with you? Now, listen to me. Tasty Bites has been doing this business for last few years. At this date, on this date, in the balance sheet, goodwill is worth 10 lakh rupees. Goodwill is already existing in balance sheet, means it is purchased goodwill. Why this goodwill is coming in the balance sheet? Because Tasty Bites has purchased earlier Saravana Bhavan brand. For that brand value, the goodwill paid is 10 lakh. Here the partners are A and B. Their profit sharing ratio was 1:1. 1:1. Got it, not got it? Okay, not okay? Okay. Here, there is a change in profit sharing ratio happening. Here, there's a change in profit sharing ratio happening. So what is happening here? It's the first room left. Here, there is a change in CPSR. Means what? A and B same partners, but now the profit sharing ratio is 3:2. Earlier, A and B were doing equal hard work. Now, A is working more hard compared to B. Earlier, A and B were taking same risk. So same profit. Now, A is taking more risk in the business compared to B. So A wants naturally more share of profit. Got it? Not got it? Okay. My question to all of you. During which period did Tasty Bite purchase Saravana Bhavan? Before CPSR or after CPSR? My question is, during which period Tasty Bites purchase the goodwill of Saravana Bhavan? In the period left. Before CPSR, if I take the balance sheet, in that already a goodwill is existing appadina, in this period or during this period, the decision to buy Saravana Bhavan was taken. Okay, not okay? This decision was taken by whom? A and B both put together. In what ratio? Equal ratio. Apana, both of them have equally decided to purchase the Saravana Bhavan. Okay va? Isn't it a bold decision? ஒரு பிராண்ட் நீங்க வாங்குறீங்க, அதிகமா காசு கொடுத்துரு. You buying one brand by paying extra money. Yes or no? Tell me. When you buy any business, you pay two money. One is their capital part. Capital is net asset. Plus you are paying goodwill also. Yes or no? This is balance sheet of Saravana Bhavan. Total asset 45 lakh. Total asset 45 lakh. Total external liability 25 lakh. What is the total capital? What is the total capital? 20 lakh. Correct? If I sell all the asset, how much will I get? 45 lakh. Can I keep that? No. From there, I have to make the payment for all the liabilities. If 25 liability I pay, Yashvi, if 25 liability I pay, how much money will remain for me? 20 lakh. So, total capital also is called as net assets. Very good. Netta, எனக்கு எவ்வளவு benefit கிடைக்க போகுது? If I buy Saravana Bhavan, Tasty Bites will have how much net asset? 20 lakhs. But along with that, you paid 15 lakh goodwill. Yes or no? அப்போ மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? 35 lakh is the purchase consideration. 35 lakh purchase consideration. 20 lakh is capital employed, also called as net asset. Along with that, what did you pay? Goodwill. Apana, goodwill is nothing but the money that you pay over and above the worth of the business. What is the worth of the business? Net worth of the business, how much? 20 lakh rupees. In the business, nee vande asset pirichu. You split all the asset and sell. And from that, if you pay all the liabilities, in net, what is there in your hand? Only 20 lakh rupees will come to your hand. But you took a responsibility, a courageous decision of paying extra 15 lakh to the owner of Saranam Bhavan because you felt that there is a brand value of Saranam Bhavan. If I pay 15 lakh rupees, Saranam Bhavan's customer will come to Tasty Bites and Tasty Bite can make 30 lakh, 40 lakh, 50 lakh money. Got it, not got it? Okay. This courageous decision was taken by A and B in what ratio? 1:1. Touch your heart and tell me, the goodwill what Tasty Bites pay to Annapurna, in one way, can I say it is a expenditure? It's a kind of loss. Nee business vaangumbodhu, the business what you purchased, the worth of the business how much? 20 lakh rupees. Extra money 15 lakh if you pay, isn't it over expenditure? For example, this phone is worth 20 lakh rupees. Okay, wow. But how much did I pay? 35 lakh I paid. How much extra I paid? 15 lakh extra I paid. Isn't it a loss for me? வாங்கின mobile worth எவ்வளோ 20 lakhs தான். But how much did I pay? 35 lakh rupees. So extra 15 lakh what I paid is a loss or not? It is a loss or not? It is a loss. Who took the decision to incur this loss? In the loss, extra பணம் pay பண்ணங்கிறது யார் decide பண்ணா? A and B. And the time the loss sharing ratio was how much? 1:1. The loss sharing ratio was 1:1. Yes or no? So imagine if there is no CPSR, if no CPSR is happening, if the same ratio 1:1 is continuing means this goodwill will be amortized. Amortization is a loss. Like how depreciation is expenditure, amortization also expenditure. Expenditure will increase your losses. Yes or no? Imagine in the trading and P&L account, sale is 0. Amortization is coming 10 lakh aptina. So what is the net loss? Net loss 10 lakh. This net loss in the P&L will go where? Will go where? In the P&L appropriation account. Losses will travel to P&L appropriation account. From P&L appropriation account, this loss will distribute to the partner. Got it, not got it? Apo can I say this 10 lakh rupees loss ultimately in future will be going as loss in the capital account of partner A and B? Yes or no? Up in the loss na pirikana appadina, how much each one will bear the loss? Goodwill 10 lakh. Between A and B, what is the loss ratio? Sir, whatever is the profit ratio, that is loss ratio. Profit ratio only is loss ratio. What is profit ratio? 1:1. What is loss ratio? 1:1. So each one should bear how much? 5 lakh, 5 lakh. What I'm asking is people, in the goodwill intangible asset. Accounting standard 26 says that purchased goodwill, which is intangible asset, you have to amortize. You have to amortize. Like how a tangible asset is depreciated, intangible asset, goodwill has to be amortized. If this 10 lakh rupees I amortize means what? This 10 lakh rupees in future I will record as expenditure. Expenditure na loss. Got it, not got it? So this 10 lakh loss, who will bear it? A and B. In what ratio? 1:1. Means both will bear loss equally. Yes or no? Correct only, no? Who decided to pay goodwill? Only A decided. Did A only decide? Is A only the decision-making authority? No. Both are having equal share. Both will decide. So 1:1 is what? Decision-making ratio also. Both of them have to equally decide. Purinjada? So when both have decided to pay goodwill, extra money aptina, both of them has to bear the losses. Yes or no? So losses has to be borne in what ratio? 1:1. Either right or wrong? This is right or wrong? This is right or wrong? Right. Super. Now there's a problem. The problem is that had this been continued like this, aptina problem illa. But naduli penavadu. What is happening now? There's a change in profit sharing ratio. Now the ratio is changing. 3:2 aptina, 60% profit will go to whom? A. 40% profit will go to B. If A is enjoying 60% profit means loss also 60% who will enjoy? Enjoy, suffer. If profit 60% A is enjoying means loss who will suffer 60%? A only. Upon the 60-40 is not just profit sharing ratio. This is also loss making ratio. Before what is the profit loss ratio? 1:1 means what? 50% is to 50%. Yes or no? 50-50 இருந்தது. இப்போ எவ்வளாச்சு? 60-40. Now think about it. This goodwill, if it continues in future, this 10 lakh in this period after CPSR, will it get amortized or not? Yes, it will get amortized. Now, this 10 lakh in future, if it get amortized, in what ratio it will get amortized? 3:2. 3:2. So now, what is A's share of loss? 6 lakh. 10 lakh into 3 by 5. What is goodwill? 10 lakh. 10 lakh into 3 by 5 is how much? 6 lakh. B is bearing how much? 4 lakh. A is asking B. இது கொஞ்சமாவது ஒன்று நியாயமா இருக்கா? Is it even sounding fair to you? Donkey fellow, this 10 lakh rupees goodwill to pay, who decided? You and I equally we decided. Upon the loss, who should bear equally? Both of us should equally bear. But donkey fellow, after change in profit sharing ratio, I am ending up bearing 6 lakh loss. Yes or no? Losses will reduce your capital. Net loss, varudilliya. Net loss, what do you do? Transfer to appropriation account. From appropriation account, loss when you distribute to capital account, capital balance reduces. So A was supposed to bear how much? 5 lakh. But because of change in profit sharing ratio, A is bearing how much loss? 6 lakh. How much extra loss? A is bearing extra 1 lakh loss. Yes or no? B is supposed to bear how much loss? Technically, for example, if CPSR did not happen, if change in ratio did not happen, how much is B supposed to bear loss? 5 lakh. But because of change in ratio, how much is B bearing now? 4 lakh. From 5 lakh to 4 lakh, B is bearing less 1 lakh loss. B or the loss when they reduced by 1 lakh because that loss is shifted on the head of A. This is fair or unfair? Touch your heart and ask and tell me, if A is asked to bear 6 lakh rupees and B is asked to bear 4 lakh rupees, is it fair or unfair? It is 100% unfair. Because the decision to pay goodwill was taken by the old partners in the old profit sharing ratio. Therefore, it should be distributed in the old ratio. But if you do not distribute this in old ratio, if you continue that goodwill in the new balance sheet after CPSR, then this goodwill will get distributed in the new ratio, which will be unfair for the sacrificing partner, which will be unfair for the, whose unfair it is? Gaining partner. It will be unfair to the gaining partner. So gaining partner will gain more profit. Now he'll gain more loss also. So in our example, A is the gaining partner, B is the sacrificing partner. A was having how much profit earlier? 50%. Now how much? 60%. He has gained the profit. Ni profit gain panna, loss gain pannuva. Appo, if the goodwill is traveling to the new balance sheet after reconstitution, and if this gets amortized in the new ratio, it will be unfair for the gaining partner. Yes or no? Between A and B, in the stage left, fighting varuma varada. Will A and B fight or not fight? Okay, who will fight with whom? A will fight with B. Donkey fellow, I was supposed to bear only 5 lakh. Because of change in ratio, I'm bearing extra 1 lakh loss. I will not bear. Like that, who's shouting? A is shouting. B says, that tandal I don't know. As per partnership deed, what is the profit sharing ratio? You only wanted more profit, no? You only wanted more 3:2, no? You take 3. So profit extra you take, loss also you take. I will not bear the loss. So B is telling that I will bear only 4 lakh loss. So 1 lakh loss you bear. If between both of them fighting happens, eventually what will happen? If the relationship is shaken up, Tina, the business will collapse. One fine day, both of them will fight and the business will come to an end. As a future chartered accountant, can you close the business like this? Can you see this business getting closed like this? Is it not your responsibility to stop two owners fighting? There are two owners sitting and fighting for this. Whenever CPSR happens, definitely we take advice from chartered accountant. As a CA, what you should have advised? To avoid this fighting, what is your advice? This goodwill is there, no? Do one thing. Now itself, you write off, amortize in the old ratio. Finish it off. Mudichirunga. In what ratio? Old ratio. In the goodwill 10 lakh na old ratio pirichta appadina, this goodwill if I split in old ratio, in future no need to split in new ratio. Fighting also will not happen. So what is the solution for this problem? As a chartered accountant, what will you advise? before CPSR, before a new partnership deed is signed, before the new ratio is coming, what do? You pass on accounting entry. You distribute the goodwill in the old partners in the old profit sharing ratio. Got it, not got it? Clear or not clear? What is goodwill? Goodwill is loss. இப்போ நீங்க entry என்ன பண்ணலாம் தெரியுமா? Goodwill வந்து amortize பண்ணுவீங்க. What is entry for depreciation? What is entry for depreciation? Depreciation to building. Depreciation to building. Yes or no? Like that for amortization, what entry? Amortization account debit to goodwill. Sir, amortization, why debit, sir? Because amortization is expenditure. Debit all expense and losses. When I record amortization, the value of the asset will reduce. To decrease the value of the goodwill, I gave a credit. Got it, not got it? 10 lakh, 10 lakh. The moment I pass this entry, goodwill from the balance sheet will vanish and will go to amortization account. Amortization account is a nominal account. Nominal account, where do you transfer to? Nominal account, where do you transfer to? P&L. What is the transfer entry? P&L account debit to amortization. How much? 10 lakh, 10 lakh. P&L, imagine there is no other item. Nothing is there in P&L. Only 10 lakh is there. அப்போ P&L ஓட balance வந்து net profit or net loss? Net loss. This net loss, where will you transfer? To P&L appropriation account. Oh my God. What is the transfer entry? P&L appropriation account debit to P&L account. 10 lakh, 10 lakh. From the P&L appropriation account, this 10 lakh is transferred where? To the partner's capital account. In what ratio? Old profit sharing ratio. Can you tell me the transfer entry? Losses to be transferred to partner. What entry? A's capital account debit. B's capital account debit. 5 lakh to P&L appropriation. கண்ணுல தண்ணி வந்துதா வரலையா? வந்துருச்சா? Because 4 entries, big headache. Now, I'll combine all the 4 entry and give you one single entry. பாக்குறீங்களா? P&L in debit is knocked off with P&L credit. Amortization in debit is knocked off with amortization in credit. Appropriation in debit is knocked off with appropriation in credit. Ultimately, what am I left with? Old partners capital account debit to goodwill. Is the entry. This is your entry. The 4 entry what I passed now is a concept. 4 entry what I passed is concept. புரிஞ்சுதா? First, goodwill has to be amortized. Then that amortization being nominal account, you have to close by passing a closing entry. Now, what is closing entry? Don't ask. In 11th, in depth we discussed. அது 10th சொல்லி நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன்? Fundamentals of partnership la what is closing entry? Again we have discussed. And in the P&L, since I told there is no other item, there is a net loss. That net loss is transferred to appropriation account. And from appropriation account, the loss is distributed to the partners in the old profit sharing ratio. So actually 4 separate entry. But in exam, we don't have time to do 4 separate entry. So ICI and CBSE both said that we'll combine all the 4 entry and one single entry will pass. So if I combine all the 4 entry, what happens? The common accounts gets knocked off. Amortization debit அப்படினா 10 லட்சம் positive. If debit is plus means amortization credit 10 lakh means minus 10 lakh. So plus 10 lakh and minus 10 lakh, it becomes 0. Got it, not got it? This also explained in 11th standard. In 12th, in multiple places of fundamentals also explained. Yes or no? So ultimately, what am I left with? A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to goodwill. How much? 10 lakh, 5 lakh, 5 lakh. Sir, what is the meaning of this entry? Sir, here we are trying to close the goodwill account. Why? Because if I do not close the goodwill now, this will get carry forwarded in the future. In the future, it will get amortized in the new ratio. So, yaar prachana vandarum? Gaining partner will have a problem. To avoid that conflict and problem, we have to close the goodwill, amortize the goodwill. The loss is directly recorded in the capital account. Profit will increase capital. Losses will decrease capital. Profit will increase capital. Apana capital credit பண்ணுவோம். Losses will decrease capital. To decrease capital, debit. Got it, not got it? This is the journal entry for goodwill. So if a goodwill is found in the balance sheet, what are you supposed to do? Take gun from your pocket, load it, aim it, shoot it. This is called as shoot at sight item. Sight abdi not the Tamil sight. Sight means shoot on spot. So what do we call this as? shoot at site item. I will ask you, like Goodwill, we have multiple shoot at site item. So once we go to admission retirement, when we do big questions, in that balance sheet will be there. From the balance sheet, I'll ask you to identify shoot at site items. On the time you have to tell, sir, Goodwill is shoot at site item. Accumulated losses is shoot at site item. Accumulated profit, reserve is all shoot at site item. Like that, if I'll ask you, you have to answer. Purinjada. Why I'm saying shoot at site, there's a reason behind it. That reason I'll disclose once I complete discussing with you all the shoot at site item. Like Goodwill is one shoot at site item, no. Like that, there are multiple shoot at site item. Once I discuss all of them, then I'll make you understand why I've given the terminology shoot at site item. Purinjada. In this concept, or in the understanding of this concept, do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Once again, I'll just read this once again. I'm coming. Goodwill existing in the balance sheet means it is purchased goodwill. Purchased goodwill. And following AS 26, intangible asset is recognized in the books of accounts. AS 26 says that whenever any goodwill is paid by the firm, not partner, if any goodwill is paid by Tasty Bites to Saranam Bhavan, it's called as purchased goodwill. And AS 26 says that purchased goodwill should be recognized in the books of the firm. Got it, not got it? Before reconstitution of the firm, to avoid losses to any of the partner after reconstitution. In our example, who was the losing partner? Who was the suffering partner? A was the suffering partner. And the partner வந்து எந்த விதத்துல ஒரு கஷ்டம் வந்து கொடுக்க கூடாது. We should not give any kind of difficulties or problem to that partner. So in that case, to avoid the difficulty, what are we doing? The goodwill which is existing in the books of accounts is written off. Goodwill write-off. Goodwill is written off by debiting into the partner's capital account or current account in their old profit sharing ratio. See, goodwill is written off in the old ratio, then the problem will not come to the new partner. Sorry, it will not come to the partner A. In crediting goodwill account, so what is the entry? All old partners capital or current account debit to goodwill. Okay, not okay. So whatever is the existing value of the goodwill in the balance sheet, you have to write it off in the old profit sharing ratio. Old profit sharing ratio. Can I go to 7? Okay, you had a doubt. Yes, ma. एक मिनट उसको पहले मैं फिनिश कर दो, वो रो रहा है पीछे से. बोल बेटा. No. Tell. Yes. Amortization only. Boss. Now what he's asking is, so this 10 lakh rupees money, what is split? No. Is this goodwill or amortization? I'm telling you, goodwill and amortization both are same. For example, imagine in the balance sheet I have building worth 10 lakh. In the building, na depreciate pannama. So what is the entry going to be? Depreciation account debit to building. 10 lakh. Up in the 10 lakh building ka depreciation enna solving. This is depreciation of building only. Building is depreciated, no boss. Adhe mari, this 10 lakh rupees is what? Goodwill amount, which I am amortizing between two partners. So amortization is done for what? Intangible asset. Depreciation is done for what? Tangible asset. So both are same only, no? Both are same only, no? If you're still having doubt in what is depreciation, again you have to come back to my 11th standard to understand. Oh, to the clear recording. Bol abhi. What is the doubt in this? This 5 lakh is amortized goodwill. Correct. So in the after this entry, in the balance sheet, that goodwill will become 0. So we have to remove this goodwill from the balance sheet. Now, that's all. Okay. So you wanted to know after this entry, what will happen to the goodwill? After this entry, the goodwill ka value in the balance sheet becomes 0. Because goodwill is asset. Asset is having debit balance. To create it, debit. To close it, credit. The moment I put 10 lakh in credit, automatically goodwill from balance sheet will become 0. Got it, not got it. Yes, boss.
They amortize in the new ratio. Then when the company is closing, the partner sees that and he tells goodwill आके 1:1 ratio में उसको close करना था. तो reverse करेंगे.
No, what he's asking is, sir, imagine your CPSR happened. We didn't consult chartered accountant or even the CA did not guide us. So the goodwill continued in future. This goodwill got continued in future. Now here, the business is closing up. Goodwill has to be amortized. No. In what ratio they'll amortize? In the ratio 3:2 only. Now here, if A request will B accept 1:1 ratio? If A is requesting and if B is accepting, no problem. But if B is not accepting then nothing can be done. A will have to bear 6 lakh loss and B has to bear only 4 lakh loss. Nothing can be done. 100%. So whenever there is a reconstitution happening, for the fact of the matter, whenever in future, if you start a business, when you're creating a partnership deed, always consult a chart accountant or a company secretary or a corporate lawyer. Any one of the three people who are expert in drafting the agreement, who are expert in handling the litigation problem. Because those people will know upfront what to do, what not to do. Purinjida? Once you draft the partnership deed, in future, whenever there is a change in the terms and conditions of the partnership deed, because of changing terms and condition, what all problem will come, which you're going to study now. And the problem, consult with the CA, because CA is going to do the accounting for you. Consult with him and make all the necessary adjustments before reconstitution. So in this case, the old goodwill needs to be written off in the old profit sharing ratio. This is a suggestion that should come from your chartered accountant. Got it? Not got it. Only if a goodwill is already existing in the balance sheet. Purinjida? Is this clear? Can I continue forward now? Yes. Question 7, can we do it? Anil, Sunil, Ramesh are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio 5:3:2. Having their fixed capital 2.5 lakh, 1.5 lakh, 1 lakh respectively. Fixed capital sollirikam. Why have they used the word fixed capital? Because they want us to tell that they are following fixed capital method. Apana, all the capital transaction will go to the capital account and non-capital transaction in the current account. When the goodwill write-off pandro, this goodwill, what we are writing it off, is it capital transaction or non-capital transaction? Non-capital transaction. So this will go to your current account. They means who? Anil, Sunil, Ramesh decide to share the profits equally. With effect from 1 April 26. So this is change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partner. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 1,08,000 rupees. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 1,08,000 rupees. Can you please tell me, what do I do with this 1,08,000 rupees? Tell fast. Wait, you don't say. Others. What do I do with this 1,08,000? Tell fast. What entry? Tell entry. Fast. Goodwill entry. Tell fast. Donkey people. Others. The question says that goodwill of the firm is valued at 1,08,000. When you see the goodwill in the question, what are you supposed to do? Tell fast. What is entry? Tell now only I said no, tell. Why? Guys, wait. This amortization concept is a concept which I told you. Forget it. In the 4 entry example போட மாட்டோம். இந்த 4 entry combine பண்ணி தான் ஒரு single entry போடும். புரியுதா? Okay. Now tell me, what is entry? Anil's current account debit, Sunil's current account debit, Ramesh's current account debit to goodwill. Right now, kuchi adipen nanu. Kuchi adipen. Wrong, ma. That is also wrong. Now wait, I'm coming. Listen. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 1,08,000 appadina. Is this new goodwill or old goodwill? When do you value goodwill? நீங்க goodwill எப்போ value பண்ணீங்க? இந்த firm ஓட goodwill நீங்க எப்போ value பண்ணீங்க? Whenever there is a change in profit sharing ratio. Whenever there is a change in profit sharing ratio, goodwill needs to be valued. Yes or no? இந்த goodwill எப்படி value பண்ணீங்க? Either using simple average profit method, weighted average profit method, super profit method, capitalization method. Yes or no? This is what goodwill? New goodwill. New goodwill, how are you supposed to record? Last class we discussed, no, gaining partner to sacrificing partner. That entry is for this. So only these two people said correctly. If you read the question further, goodwill existing in the books already 18,000 na, this is old goodwill. This is old goodwill. Purinjida? Old goodwill entry da, this entry. Capital current account debit to goodwill account. Got it, not got it? Clear, not clear? Now listen to me very carefully. In question, always you will come across two types of goodwill. How many types of goodwill? Two types of goodwill. For our understanding, I'm giving a name to this. What name? One is new goodwill. Second is old goodwill. It is our understanding. Your school teacher or any board examiner does not know what is new and old goodwill. Purida. It's only for our understanding, for differentiation purpose. What is new goodwill? When do we value new goodwill? எப்பெல்லாம் new goodwill நம்ம value பண்றோம்? You remember when we did the last class of goodwill, I discussed the need for valuing goodwill. Means what? Under which all circumstances the goodwill need should be calculated. Goodwill should be calculated. புரிஞ்சதா? In which all situation? Whenever there is a change in profit sharing ratio among existing partner, whenever there is a partner admitted, whenever a partner retires, whenever a partner dies, when the firm is sold, Tasty Bite is selling the business to Annapurna. When two or more firm amalgamate, Vodafone plus Idea becomes VI. When the firm is converted to company, in all the six scenario, the goodwill is calculated as new goodwill. Got it? Not got it? So new goodwill, how do we account? For each chapter, there is a separate journal entry. Now we're doing this chapter, profit sharing ratio changes. Purida? Idhila goodwill or the journal entry is gaining partner to sacrificing partner. Sir, the next chapter when I do admission, that time also same entry will come? No. There the entry will be different. Purinjada? So now, whenever there is CPSR happening, what is CPSR? Change in profit sharing ratio among existing partner happening. Whenever admission of a partner happens, whenever retirement happens, whenever death of a partner happens, whenever business is sold, firm is sold, when firm is sold, or whenever amalgamation of the firm happens, or when firm is converted to company. Firm is converted to company. In all this scenario, you have to calculate new goodwill. How do you calculate? Using multiple formulas of goodwill. Simple average profit method, weighted average profit method, super profit method, or capitalization method. In any of this method, you have to calculate the goodwill. This new goodwill in the CPSR topic, how do you account it? How do you account the new goodwill? The entry is gaining partners capital or current account debit to sacrificing partners capital or current account. Will you forget this? New goodwill, how will you account? Gaining partner to sacrificing partner. But what is old goodwill? Old goodwill is a goodwill already existing in balance sheet. Already existing balance sheet. How this goodwill came into picture? This is nothing but purchased goodwill. Means when Tasty Bites purchased Saravana Bhavan, Tasty Bites paid 15 lakh rupees to whom? Saravana Bhavan. Got it, not got it? This is called as old goodwill. What is the treatment of old goodwill in CPSR? Whether it is CPSR or admission or retirement or death, in all these cases, which is applicable for you, only one entry. What entry? Partners capital. Which partner? Old partners capital account debit to goodwill. So this goodwill in what ratio will amortize? In the old profit sharing ratio. Why old profit sharing ratio? The decision to pay this goodwill to Saravana Bhavan was taken by the old partner in the old period, in the old profit sharing ratio. Old period nanade before reconstitution. Before reconstitution is called as old period. After reconstitution, new period. So the decision to pay 10 lakh goodwill to Saravana Bhavan was taken by old partners in the old period, in the old profit sharing ratio. Hence, this goodwill also need to be amortized in the old profit sharing ratio. Got it? Not got it? What is amortization entry? Goodwill is a loss. Losses will reduce your capital. So partners capital debited. What should you credit? Goodwill should be credited. Why? Because we want to remove goodwill from the balance sheet. To create asset, debit. To remove asset, credit. Summary கொடுத்திருக்கேன். Is this understandable now? Any big difficulty here? Online people, any big difficulty here? Tell me. Online people, I'm asking all of you only. In this question, illustration 7, do we have both goodwill, old and new? Got it, not got it? Now, you need to learn the art of identifying the old goodwill and new goodwill. How will you identify? Whenever the new goodwill is given, they will use the word goodwill of the firm is valued. Idu solnale new goodwill. Got it, not got it? What is the identification for the old goodwill? Goodwill already existing in balance sheet aptina, old goodwill. Clear or not clear? Now, old goodwill right of entry. Goodwill is asset. Goodwill is asset. To create asset, what did you do as per modern rule? Debit. To close asset, credit. Up to goodwill, 18,000. The moment I credit in the balance sheet, goodwill 18,000 will get eliminated. 18,000 goodwill credit panna odane pathina, from the balance sheet, goodwill will get removed. Okay, not okay. Asset reduce pending. We are following double entry system of accounting. One side, if asset is reduced apnina, another asset either should increase or liability should decrease. What are we following? Double entry system of accounting. ஒரு இடத்துல நீ வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணினா இன்னொரு இடத்துல either இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணோம் இல்ல அதே சைடுல டிக்ரீஸ் பண்ணோம். Oh my god, people are staring, blinking for this itself. Go back to 11th. Go back to 11th. Anyways, asset reduce ஆச்சா? ஒரு asset reduce ஆச்சுன்னா இன்னொரு asset வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகணும். அல்லது ஒரு asset reduce ஆச்சுன்னா liability also should reduce. Liability also, both sides should reduce. Both sides should reduce. Donkey people, understand, whenever you pass a journal entry, this is asset, this is liability. If asset increases apnina, liability may increase. Or if asset increases apnina, another asset will decrease. If one is plus apnina, another is minus. அப்போதான் total match ஆகும் ரெண்டு சைடு மே, புரியுதா? So like that here, in our example, what happened? Asset we reduced minus. அப்போ இங்க total minus ஆயிடுமா? அப்போ liability is more. To decrease liability, what am I supposed to do? Minus in capital. So both sides I'm reducing by the same amount. So liability la capital reduce பண்றேன், asset la goodwill reduce பண்றேன். புரியுதா? Now, since this firm is following fixed capital method and goodwill write-off being non-capital transaction, the write-off will happen in the current account. Whose current account? Old partners current account. Who are the old partners? Anil, Sunil, Ramesh. Sir, why are you saying old partners, sir? Both are same only, no? Now I'm putting this word in your mind subconsciously. புரியுதா? இந்த வேர்ட் இப்போ போடல அப்படின்னா உனக்கு அட்மிஷன்ல பிரச்சனை வரும். Admission, not academy admission. Admission chapter, in that you'll have a problem. So I'm putting a seed in your mind. Whenever you write off goodwill, always write off in the old profit sharing ratio of the old partner. So who are the old partners? Anil, Sunil, Ramesh. In the olden period, what is the old ratio? 5:3:2. In the ratio le piringa. So 18,000 into 5 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10. This will be the amount. Any problem? Don't do it. Take this as homework. I just want you to do the entry. See the entry, observe the entry. Is this clear or not clear? Okay. Now, what am I supposed to do with the new goodwill? I want to pass the entry gaining partners current account debit to sacrificing partners current account. So for that, I need to identify first who's gaining partner and who's sacrificing partner. For this, what will I do? I will do inky, pinky, ponky. Father had a donkey. Tell now. Online people, what will you do? To calculate gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio, say we'll do inky, pinky, ponky. எல்லா ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் பாத்தியா? வீடியோ ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டு போயிட்டீங்க. பிச்சு போன பிச்சு எல்லாத்தையும் வெயிட்டிங் ரூம்ல போட்டுறேன் நான். I'll put all of in the waiting room. No video, no class. Tell me people, inky, pinky, ponky. Who is the gaining partner? Who is the sacrificing partner? Tell me fast. Appo you have to put tabular column. So Praklay is saying that we have to put the tabular column. Can we put it? Okay. First column, partners column. Second column, OPSR. Third column, think and answer me. NPSR or SR? In the question, the third column, very good, clearly given NPSR. Right. Correctly said. NPSR. Evlo? Equal 1:1:1. So third column is NPSR. NPSR, டைரக்டா கொடுத்திருக்காங்களா ஹிண்ட் கொடுத்திருக்காங்களா? டைரக்ட்லி they have given. Directly they have given. What is the formula for SR? Old profit sharing ratio minus new profit sharing ratio. If the answer is positive, gain, sir. Sacrifice. Minus means gain. Okay. Partner's name, please. Anil Sunila Vanda. ASR. ASR. Because we're lazy. What is old ratio? 5/10, 3/10, அப்புறம் 2/10. Okay. NPSR. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 1/3 minus 5/10. 1/3 minus 5/10. Tell. No. 5/10 minus 1/3. Avarama. 1 minus 1/3. 2/10 minus 1/3. So LCM you do and tell me finally. 5 3s are 15. 15 minus 10/30. How much it is? 5/30. Positive. Apana sacrificing partner. Then 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 10/30. So it is minus 1/30. Oh, negative. Means gaining partner. Then it is 3 2s are 6. Minus 10/30. Minus 4/30. Oh. Again minus gaining partner. 2 gaining partner, 1 sacrificing partner. I told you one thing in the last class. Always total gaining ratio will be equal to total sacrificing ratio. What you sacrifice, I will gain. What I sacrifice, that much only you can gain. I will sacrifice 1 pizza, you will get 2 pizza. அது எப்படி 1 extra எப்படி வந்துச்சு? புரிஞ்சுதா? Not possible. So always it is same. Can we check? Total gaining ratio is equal to total sacrificing ratio. Can we check? Total gaining ratio is 1/30 plus 4/30. And what is total sacrificing ratio? 5/30. Both are 5/30. Both are 5/30. Okay, not okay. Now, I'm going to tell a new point which I have not told before. Listen to me very carefully. If I ask you, what is total sacrificing ratio? What will you say? Total sacrificing ratio. What will you say? Full fraction I want 5/30. Full fraction 5/30. Purida. If I ask you total gaining ratio, what will you say? 1/30 and 4/30. 4/30. Total கேட்ட அப்படின்னா மொத்த fraction எனக்கு வேணும். எதுவுமே விடக்கூடாது. புரியுதா? Now, sometime I'll ask you, tell me just sacrificing ratio. Wait, no. If only one sacrificing partner is there அப்படின்னா full 5/30 will come. புரியுதா? If I ask you just gaining ratio, total சொல்ல t remove பண்ணிட்டேன் அப்பனா numerator மட்டும் தான் எடுக்கணும். எவ்வளோ? 1:4. So what is this gaining ratio? Gaining ratio na just gaining ratio. Just na j போட மாட்டேன். புரியுதா? Total க்கு t, j க்கு just no. Just gaining ratio means what? gr மட்டும். Sir, why are you stressing so much on this, sir? Because in the journal entry, there'll be a problem. Sometime I'll pass the journal entry based on this. Sometimes I'll pass journal entry based on this. Sir, on what basis, sir? On the basis of given information in the question. Depending on the language of the question, my journal entry ka formula will change. What it is, I'll tell right now. Listen to me very carefully. I'll tell now. இது புரிஞ்சுதா எல்லாத்துக்கும்? Online people, have you all got this? What I said? If I ask you total gaining ratio means I want the entire fraction 1/30, 4/30. If I ask you just gaining ratio, what will you take? Only numerator part, which is 1:4. Now listen to me very carefully. Now that you got to know who's gaining partner and sacrificing partner, gaining partner, sacrificing partner. What is the journal entry? Gaining partner's current account debit. Gaining partner's current account debit to sacrificing partner. Means what? Whatever profit A was earning so far, he is going to sacrifice that profit and give it to whom? S and R. ஓசில கொடுத்துருவீங்களா? If you are a sacrificing partner, உன்னோட profit நீ ஓசில கொடுத்துருவியா அப்படின்னு கேட்கிறேன் நான். What will you ask in return? Paisa. You want goodwill, paisa in return. Clear or not clear? So, A wants goodwill. காசு இருக்கா? இல்ல. So, A is asking firm. Firm, get me goodwill from gaining partner. Firm is asking from gaining partner. Gaining partner. You bring the money. Until you bring the money, I'll catch hold of your capital. உன் குடுமி என் கையில இருக்கு. நீ காசு கொண்டு வராத வரைக்கும் I will debit your capital account. Got it? Not got it? So partner is S and R. So Sunil's current account debit. Ramesh's current account debit. Am I right? 2. Once we get this money from these two partners, we have to give this money to whom? Sacrificing partner. Who's that? A. Purida. Journal entry clear or not clear? Journal entry, are we clear or not clear? Clear, no? Okay. Now amount, how do we calculate? In this question, you are lucky that you have total goodwill of the firm. So whenever total goodwill of the firm is given, multiply with total gaining ratio. Total goodwill of the firm multiplied by total gaining ratio. This is total goodwill of the firm multiplied by total sacrificing ratio. Purinjida? What is the total goodwill of the firm? 1,08,000 is total goodwill of the firm. 1,08,000. What is the total gaining ratio of S? S 1 by 30. 1 by 30. What is the total gaining ratio of R? 4 by 30. What is the total sacrificing ratio of A? 5 by 30. What is the amount you're getting? 36,000? Huh? என்னமா சொல்றீங்க? 3,600 3,600, 14,400 and 18,000. 14,400 and 18,000. Okay, not okay. Okay, wow. Sometime in question, they will not give you total goodwill of the firm. Oh my God. I'm just twisting this question. Same question, I'm twisting. You know what they will give? This line they will not give. Goodwill to be paid to Anil is rupees 18,000 kuduthiruma. 18,000 they will give. Can you see the difference? Means the goodwill what I'm supposed to pay to A, the question itself is calculated and given. Got it, not got it? Up now, who's the sacrificing partner? A. The question says that goodwill to be paid to Anil. Goodwill நம்ம யாருக்கு pay பண்ணுவோம் generally? To whom do we pay goodwill? To the sacrificing partner. That is 18,000. Still you have to prepare the tabular column. ஏன் தெரியுமா? To find out the remaining two partners are gaining or sacrificing. Sir, what nonsense question, sir? If Anil is gaining அப்படின்னா Sunil Ramesh will sacrifice. No. எவன் சொன்னா? There'll be one question which I'll do either in admission or retirement where either Sunil or Ramesh will also be sacrificing partner. So until you put the tabular column, you will not know actually who's gaining and who's sacrificing. So tabular column is confirmed. Got it, not got it? Okay. Sir, I put the tabular column. I got to know Sunil and Ramesh are gaining. What is the gaining ratio? Total gaining ratio 1 by 30 and 4 by 30. Got it? Now, I want to pass the entry. What entry will I pass? S's current account debit, R's current account debit, to A's current account. Correct? What is A ka goodwill amount? 18,000. In the 18,000, how much should I take from S? How much should I take from R? Now tell me. Now here, both of you are right. What people will do, no? 18,000 they will split in the ratio 1 by 30. இது பண்ணினா முடிஞ்சது. If you do 18,000 into 1 by 30, you are gone. Because 1 by 30 is what? Total gaining ratio. Total gaining ratio should be applied on total goodwill. Got it, not got it? T should be applied on T only. Ana, the goodwill what I have here, 18,000 is what? Total goodwill. Illa. This is individual goodwill. What is it? Individual goodwill. Appo whenever individual goodwill is given appadina, multiply with just gaining ratio. What is the just gaining ratio? 1:4. Purinjida? So now, what is individual goodwill of the partner? 18,000. So split this in the ratio 1:4. 1:4 na 1 by 5. And 18,000 into 4 by 5. This is new information. I did not discuss this in the last class. Because last class, we panna question la, one partner was gaining, another partner was sacrificing. First time today we got two partner gaining. So only when we have two gaining partner or two sacrificing partner, we have this concept of just gaining ratio and just sacrificing ratio. Purinjada? Whenever we have either two or more gaining partners or two or more sacrificing partner, appada in the just gaining ratio varum. If only one partner is gaining or one partner is sacrificing appadina, then total SR also is same. Just SR also is same only. Purinjada? Appo difference eppo vandhudu? When there are two or more gaining partner, rendu pair and above irundha appadina da unakku ratio varum. Ratio na ennadhu? I need two amount. Two will come when there are two partners. One partner is sacrificing appadina, then the entire amount becomes the entire fraction becomes the sacrificing ratio. Yes, boss. Okay, he's asking wonderful question. He's saying, can there be a situation where all the partners are gaining? Okay, Kanna, all the partners gaining. Appa yaar sacrifice pandra? My question to all of you, he's asking, sir, all the partners gaining, sir. From whom are you gaining? From whom are you gaining? Sir, பக்கத்து வீட்ல ஒரு அண்ணா இருக்காரு. From him I'm gaining. அந்த அண்ணாக்கு உன் வீட்டுக்கு சம்பந்தம் இருக்கா? உன் வீட்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா கெய்னிங் ரேஷியோ சாக்ரிஃபைசிங் ரேஷியோ பிரிக்கிறோம். உன் பிசினஸ்ல பிரிக்கிறோம். உன் பிசினஸ்ல யார் முக்கியமான ஆளு? பார்ட்னர்ஸ். In your business, who are the primary people? Partners. So gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio, sacrification of profit happens between the partners. It does not happen with the neighbor. So if one partner is gaining means another has to sacrifice. Got it, not got it? Tell me. So it can never happen that all the partners will gain or all the partners will sacrifice. Never happens. Never happens. Not possible. Am I loud and clear? If this is clear, can I go to the next question? Illustration 8. Can take this as homework? Why? Because old ratio given, new ratio given. To take the difference, what will you get? Gaining partner, sacrificing partner. Gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio. Goodwill of the firm is valued 720. What is this? New goodwill. Total goodwill of the firm, new goodwill. Plus goodwill already appearing, existing in the book is how much? 4 lakh. Old goodwill, old goodwill. So illustration 8 to 7 again the difference illiyama. It's only numerical difference. The rest, the question is same. So I want you to try this as homework. 9th question can we do? 9th question is masala question. Can we do this? Can we do this? Oh. 27 people online, now only 19 people. பாத்தியா வாவுன்றான். நான் வந்து கடுப்புல இருக்கேன், இவன் வாவுன்றான் பாரு. Now tell वापस. हाँ क्या पूछ रहा है वो? देख उसको ही समझ में नहीं आया. क्या बोल रहा है? बराबर से बोल, आराम से बोल. हाँ बस, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. टेल प्रॉपरली. व्हाट इज द डाउट? Total goodwill of the firm is there. Always multiply with total gaining ratio or total sacrificing ratio. However, in the question, if the total goodwill is not given, individual goodwill is given appadina, individual goodwill should always be multiplied with just gaining ratio or just sacrificing ratio. Now, what is the doubt in this? உனக்கு இந்த ரீகேப் மட்டும் வேணும்னு அது சொல்ல வேண்டியதானே சார், இந்த பாயிண்ட் மட்டும் திருப்பி வேண்டி சொல்லுங்கன்ட்டு. அப்போ வாட் ஃபார் தட்? லேட் ரியலைசேஷன். करतरे. Now, Harry Potter Ali. Harry Potter Ali. Or shall I say Harry Potter? Potter spelling என்னது? P-O-T-T-E-R. இது P-O-R-T-E-R. Potter வண்டி போறல, Potter வண்டி. அந்த வண்டி. நீ திடீர்னு Harry Potter போயிடாத. Harry Potter Ali are partners in the firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio 5:3:2. Any problem in this? No problem. They means all the three partners decide to change their profit sharing ratio with effect from 1 April 26. Okay. How much? அதுதான் நீ calculate பண்ணணும். That is what they're asking you to calculate. Okay, not okay. Okay. Due to change in profit sharing ratio, the following journal entry is passed for adjustment of goodwill. Following journal entry is passed. What journal entry? Porter capital account debit, Ali's capital account debit to Harry's capital account. What is this? Nothing I'm able to understand. Wrong question. One thing they very clearly mentioned, the following is the journal entry for goodwill. Which goodwill? Old goodwill or new goodwill? Old goodwill entry என்ன தெரியுமா? Partners capital 2 goodwill will come. 2 goodwill இருக்கா? இல்ல. What is the journal entry for new goodwill? Gaining partner to sacrificing partners capital account current account. So both debit and credit capital account அப்படினா this is the goodwill entry. Which goodwill entry? New goodwill entry. Okay, not okay. First அது நீ ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணணும். என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்கற ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணணும். First you have to identify what is given. Now that we have finalized that this is the journal entry for new goodwill, debit la vara partner yaru? The person who's coming in debit is who? Gaining partner. Super. The one who's coming in credit is who? Sacrificing partner. Super. Now this amount can be calculated in two ways. If total goodwill of the firm is given, then I'll multiply with total gaining ratio. If individual goodwill of the partner is given, I stands for individual. If individual goodwill is given, I'll multiply with gaining ratio. Okay, not okay. Okay. 1,80,000 multiplied by 1 by 30. 1 by 30 பார்க்கும்போது, is it sounding like total gaining ratio or just gaining ratio? Total gaining ratio, because 1 by 30 and 4 by 30 is total. Just in என்ன 1:4. இப்போ 1:4 fraction போட்டு எப்படி போடுவோம்? 1 by 5 and 4 by 5. Have they given here 1 by 5 and 4 by 5? No. Apana, what is this? Total gaining ratio. Got it? Not got it? Now, what is 1,80,000? Total goodwill of the firm. Super. What did I tell you? With always total we multiply total. அப்போ இது என்னது? Total gaining ratio. புரிஞ்சுதா? First column, partners column. Second column, OPSR. Third column, not NPSR. That is what we have to find out. Our third column என்னது? SRGR. SRGR. Got it, not got it. If third column you put SR அப்படினா, then put sacrificing ratio positive. Gaining ratio negative. But if you take gaining ratio as the third column, then gaining ratio should be positive. Sacrificing ratio should be negative. Both can I do one show? Both I will do one show. Okay. So in this question, what have they asked? They've asked us to calculate the new profit sharing ratio. So for that, what do I need? Tabular column. So first is partner's name. Harry, Porter and Ali. Yes, ma? If they're not given anything regarding in the information, அப்போ வந்து I'll pray God, information not given, gaining ratio not given, sacrificing ratio not given, NPSR not given, directly, indirectly, hint, nothing given. Please help. When God will come and help you, that time you'll get the answer. Okay. How? அத மொத்தம் எதுவும் இல்லைன்றல்ல அவன். If this entire thing is not there, you only have to pray God. Now, what he said, I'll tell. If that is your point, then I'll tell. What he's telling is, sir, this is not given. Total goodwill of the firm is given, where either in the bracket here or in the question here. And 6,000 is given. So here, total goodwill of the firm is given 1,80,000. Nothing is given here. And 6,000 is given. Now, can you please help me to calculate the total gaining ratio? புரியுதா? அவன் என்ன கேட்டா அப்படின்னா, சார் இந்த 1/30 கொடுக்கல, 1/30 கொடுக்கல அப்படின்னா you have to calculate. Can you calculate? Yes. Sir, how, sir? Very simple. Total gaining ratio, total goodwill of the firm. Total goodwill of the firm multiplied by total gaining ratio is equal to individual goodwill. Individual goodwill is given how much? 6,000. Total goodwill of the firm is given how much? 1,80,000. Total gaining ratio is X. So X is equal to 6,000 divided by 1,80,000. You'll get 1 by 30. Got it, not got it. Based on this, we have questions. Now, why I did is, one, he asked it. Second, now that I've explained this, where this concept will come, no, you will do it. I will not do anything. புரிஞ்சுதா? நான் தான் பிராக்கெட் வேண்டான்னு சொல்றேன்ல, நீ மொத்தமா அடிச்சிட்டேன். பட் ஐ நீட் டிஜிஎஃப். அப்போ நீ வந்து நான் ஓகே, அவன் இன்னும் ட்விஸ்ட் போட்டிருக்கான். சார், டோட்டல் குட் லாஸ் நாட் கிவன் சார், மொத்தமா கொடுக்கல. Now, is it possible to solve? Yes. Is it possible to solve? Yes. So now, how will I solve it? The 6,000, 24,000, 6,000 is to 24,000. Simplified, what is it? 1 is to 4. This is called as just gaining ratio. Just gaining ratio. So if just gaining ratio is there, then how to solve it? That question also I'll do now itself. புரிஞ்சுதா? Then in that case, how to do it, I'll show now itself. Nice question that is. That also I'll do now. Okay, va? So first let me do the original question. Original question. Come back. Partner's name. Then போட்டேன். Next OPSR. In the classல only very few 2-3 people. Extraordinary. மத்தவங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க? What are you doing? Nothing? பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. Okay. Nice. Now, tell me the OPSR. 5 is to 3 is to 2. So 5 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10. Okay. Third column. Either you can take SR column or GR column. You can't take NPSR because that is what you have to find out. But third is SR. If you take SR column, sacrificing ratio, na put it positive. Gaining ratio means put it negative. Got it, not got it. If you take GR column instead of SR, then gaining ratio put it positive and sacrificing ratio put it negative. Got it, not got it. I'll do both. Anyways, leave it. Now, here. Sacrificing ratio. Tell me people, in this who is gaining partner, who is sacrificing partner? Porter, Ali, gaining partner. Okay. Porter and Ali gaining partner. அப்போனா இவங்க ரெண்டு பேர்த்தோட ரேஷியோ வந்து நெகட்டிவா இருக்கணும். இன் சாக்ரிஃபைசிங் ரேஷியோ காலம் கெய்னிங் பார்ட்னர்ஸ் ரேஷியோ ஷுட் பி நெகட்டிவ். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் எ ரேஷியோ? 1/30 and 4/30. 1/30 in bracket and 4/30 in bracket. Any problem? Who is H? Sacrificing partner. 5/30 positive. Sacrificing partner 5/30 positive. Any problem? What do you want me to find out? NPSR. What is the formula? OPSR, old profit sharing ratio minus sacrifice, I'll get new profit sharing ratio. If you find difficulty in understanding this, no problem. What is the formula for SR? Old profit sharing ratio minus new profit sharing ratio. SR is given. OPSR is given. NPSR is X. So what will you do? Minus NPSR, if it comes to other side of equal to, it becomes plus NPSR. SR, when it goes to other side, becomes minus SR. So OPSR minus SR. You can derive in case if you don't remember it. Logic நீ derive பண்ணலாம், உனக்கு ஒரு வேளை மறந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னா. If you forget it, you can derive it. Now, 5/10 minus 5/30. Tell me. 3/10 minus of minus 1/30. 2/10 minus of minus 4/30. So 5/10 minus 5/30 is how much? 15 minus 5/30. 3/10 minus of minus becomes plus. 9 plus 1/30. Minus of minus becomes plus. Apo 3 in 3. 6 plus 4/30. Any problem? 5 minus 5/30 is how much? 10/30. Then 10/30. Then 10/30. Oh my God. Now, always the NPSR that you have calculated, you can check whether it is right or wrong. You know how to check? How? The sum total of numerator, the sum total of numerator should be equal to any one denominator. 10 plus 10 plus 10 மொத்தமா numerator மொத்தமா கூட்டினா the total of the numerator should be equal to any one denominator. Got it? Not got it? So one denominator is how much? 30. So 10 plus 10 plus 10, if I take how much it is? 30. Perfectly matching அப்படின்னா the answer what you've calculated is correct. So what is your NPSR? 10 is to 10 is to 10. If you write this income, you'll get 0 mark. Ratio should be simplified till the last item becomes 1. Till any of this becomes 1 or further it cannot be divisible. So 10 is to 10 is to 1. Can I further divide it? Yes. It becomes 1 is to 1 is to 1. Sorry, I said wrong. This has to be simplified. How much it can be simplified? Not till anyone becomes 1. அது தப்பாயிடும். புரிஞ்சுதா? ஏன்னா இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட்ல போற வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. So what I meant to say is that you should simplify this as much you can simplify. Now rephrase my sentence. Is it correct now? Okay. So NPSR is 1 is to 1 is to 1. Is this clear? Same question can I take and do GR as a base? Third column GR. Can we do it? Okay. Partner's name, OPSR, but now you're telling GR. So in GR, gaining ratio should be positive and sacrificing ratio should be negative. Tell me people. Partner's name, Harry, Harry, Porter, Ali. 5 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10. Now, what is the gaining partner? Porter, Ali, gaining partner. 130, 430. Porter and Ali, no? So 1 by 30. In the gaining ratio column, gaining partner should be positive. And 4 by 30. Upper sacrificing partner should be negative sacrificing ratio. Got it? Not got it? Now, what is the formula for new profit sharing ratio? Tell me, gaining ratio என்ன formula? I want gaining to be positive. Gain என்னது? நான் முன்னாடி pizza 5 சாப்பிட்டேன். இப்போ நான் 8 சாப்பிடுறேன். New profit sharing ratio. Now I'm having 8 pizza. Earlier how much? Old profit sharing ratio. How much? 5. So new minus old is gain. Yes or no? How much it is? 3. Now new is not given. X it is. But what is the revised formula for NPSR? Take this minus OPSR to other side. So what does it become? NPSR is equal to OPSR plus GR. Or you can say GR plus OPSR. Both are same. Okay, not okay. So OPSR minus SR is NPSR. From OPSR, if I'm minusing SR, about GR should be added. Got it? Not got it? So OPSR plus GR. Earlier I was having 5 slices of pizza. Now I've gained 3 more. So total how much? 8. New is 8. This is logic. Got it? Not got it? போங்கப்பா யாருமே ஆன்சர் பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க. மோட்டிவேஷன் itself is lost. Got it? Okay. 5 by 10 plus of minus 5 by 30. ஓகே தானே? இது பாசிட்டிவ், இது நெகட்டிவ். ரெண்டுமே ஆட் பண்ணோம். 3 by 10 plus 1 by 30. 2 by 10 plus 4 by 30. If you make mistake here அப்படின்னா it's not my fault. It's your mathematics teacher fault. Which standard? Don't ask me. That you guys decide. ஓ எவ்ரி ஸ்டாண்டர்ட். அவனுக்கு மேக்ஸ் டீச்சர் மேலே சும்மா வெறியில இருக்க நீ. எல்லா டீச்சரும் அடிக்கணுமா? பிச்சு போடு அப்படி சொன்னீங்கன்னா. Without any of the school teachers, you cannot be sitting here. உனக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் பேச வருதா? வருதா இல்லையா? வரலையா? பெப்பன் இருக்கியா? இல்ல பேசுறல்ல. Whose effort it is? Whose effort it is? School teacher effort. What is 1 plus 1? 2. எப்படி வந்துச்சு உனக்கு? எந்த டீச்சர்? மேக்ஸ் டீச்சர். இப்போ என்ன சொன்ன நீ? டெபிட் ஆல் எக்ஸ்பென்ஸ் லாசஸ். ஹூ டாட்? சார் உங்களெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் பண்ண மாட்டேன் சார். இல்லை மற்றவனை வச்சு நீ செஞ்சிட மாதிரி. நீ அவரை பேர் டானா? டான் ஃபெலோ. நவ் கம் பேக். டெல் மீ ஆன்சர் ஃபார் திஸ். Into 3 into 3. 5 3s are 15. 15 minus less of minus is minus by 30. How much it is? 10 by 30. 10 by 30. 10 by 30. Same answer you'll get. இது நீங்க மேனேஜ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Okay, not okay. Now, sir, Lucky fellow you are. They gave total gaining ratio. Total gaining ratio na gaining ratio is given in the absolute term. நீ அப்படியே டைரக்டா derive பண்ணிக்கலாம். When you have total gaining ratio in question means the gaining ratio, sacrificing ratio is directly given. Now, he asked one question. Sir, if they don't give you any of this information, in the bracket, total goodwill of the firm also not given and total gaining ratio also not given. Purida. Now tell me people, how will you do this question? Idhe question I'm twisting. I am erasing the bracket part. Bracket la irukka athana vishayam erase பண்ணிட்டேன். Rest all same. Do the same question without bracket. This is there in a syllabus also. This is there in a syllabus also in the upcoming chapters. How will you do this? 6,000 is to 24,000 apnina 1:4. This is called as just gaining ratio. In the question, if they give you total gaining ratio, you are lucky fellow. Means what? They have given the gaining ratio directly. Nee plus minus panna porum. But when they give you what? Just gaining ratio, this is not direct information. This is hint given. Using this hint, you will now have to calculate what? Gaining and sacrificing ratio. Then you have to calculate the new profit sharing ratio. Okay, not okay. Now let's do this question. First is partner's name. Then OPSR. Then SR. Purinjada? We'll take GR, sorry, because you have two gaining partners, no? GR ratio we have. GR, okay, wow. GR directly not given. What is given? Hint only is given. Got it, not got it. Now, partner's name, Harry, Porter, and Ali. OPSR, 5/10, 3/10, 2/10. In this, you know, Harry is sacrificing partner. Porter and Ali are gaining partner. Purinjada? Now, how will you do this? I have gaining ratio 1:4. Okay, there it is. Leave it. Okay. Now tell me people, how will you solve this? How will you solve this? Hint given 1:4 gaining ratio. Positive na gain, negative means sacrifice. Now tell me how to do it. One by? How did you get 1/5? Okay, 1/5 you will multiply, but with what? Now tell me, with what will you multiply? Read this question and tell me. What will you do now? One by 5 into 30,000. Okay. Okay, go on. Apply mathematics here. How do you get this? Goodwill 6,000? Individual goodwill multiplied by gaining ratio is equal to 6,000. Am I right? What is that individual goodwill? 30,000. What is the gaining ratio? 1/4. 5, sorry, 5. 1/5. If you put 1/5, are you getting 6,000? And 30,000 into 4/5 you put, you'll get 24,000. Yes or no? Okay. What are you saying, ma? So idhula enna irukku? Whatever is there, that is what you said. How is that helping me in this tabular column? Tell no. You need one data here which is missing. The same topic is there in admission. In admission, they will tell that the new partner is gaining so much. So let's suppose this partner sacrificing so much அப்படிங்கிறது மொத்தமா கொடுத்தா on that we'll multiply the proportion. But here we don't have one data is missing here. So without that data, can we proceed forward is my question to you. 30,000 is total goodwill that you have to pay to sacrificing partner. Now the question is, how much is Harry sacrificing? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Do this. How much? இதுக்கு ஆன்சர் வராது. Which one? Why 25? Hey, that is only for new profit sharing ratio. The sum total of the numerator should be equal to any one denominator that is applicable only for new profit sharing ratio. That is not applicable for gaining and sacrificing ratio. So here actually this Harry is there, no? He is a sacrificing partner. How much is sacrificing in total, that has to be given. So whatever is the total sacrifice that he is doing, that I have to split in what ratio? 1:5. 510 is he sacrificing. If I do 510 into 1/5, what does it mean? Entire 510 is sacrificing. 1/5 in favor of Porter and 1/5 in favor of Ali, which is wrong because he is a continuing partner. He's not a retiring partner. Purida. So I can't do it this way. So here, how much is H sacrificing in favor of P and A? At least on totality basis has to be given. Which means what? At least they should give me some of the bracket information. 5/30 I'm sacrifice பண்றாங்க, at least I should know. Imagine if 5/30 I know அப்படின்னா, now I'll get the answer. Total sacrifice by H is 5/30. Now this I split into what ratio? 1:4. So 1/5. So 5/30 into 4/5. How much it is? I'm getting 1/30 and 4/30. இப்போ புரிஞ்சுதா? Again I'm telling you, listen now. Yes, listen now. The conclusion I'm telling you. In the bracketல வந்து I need some information. Without some information I cannot do it. So நீங்க என்ன சொன்னீங்க அப்படின்னா, இது கொடுக்கல அப்படின்னா, okay. At least 5/30. What is the total sacrifice by Hari? I should be knowing. Not Harry. Total sacrifice by Harry I should be knowing. If I know what is the total sacrifice of Harry, what I will do is I'll calculate the individual sacrifice. Please understand. How much Harry totally sacrificed? Total sacrifice by Harry, how much? 5/30. This I wanted. புரிஞ்சுதா? So இது வந்து total sacrifice அப்படின்னா, whatever is sacrificing totally will go to whom? Porter and Ali. In what ratio should I split the total sacrifice? In the ratio 1:4. But 1:4 is what? Is a split ratio. Splitting of what? This is a split ratio of the total sacrifice. நீ மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு sacrifice பண்ண? Harry, மொத்தமா totally how much did you sacrifice? 5/30. Did you sacrifice full 5/10? No. 5/30 is sacrificed. So I need 5/30. What is 5/30? Total sacrificing ratio should be given. Now I should multiply this with what? I need to split this between Porter and Ali. So in what ratio should I split? 1/5 and 4/5. புரிஞ்சுதா? Now this is hint. Using this hint, you calculated now 5 gone means 1/30. 4/30. So what is 1/30, 4/30? Total gaining ratio. So in the previous tabular column, the total gaining ratio was directly given 1/30, 1/30. So when total is directly given, you directly added and got the new profit sharing ratio. But in this question, what happened is they did not give the total gaining ratio. What did they give? Just the gaining ratio. So how do you calculate now? Total sacrificing ratio of sacrificing partner should be multiplied with the gaining ratio. அப்போதான் how much each partner has gained separately தெரியும். See, 5/30 என்னது? Sacrificing ratio from the sacrificing partner point of view. Whatever sacrificing partner is sacrificing, that gaining partner will gain. So Porter and Ali put together, how much have they gained? What Harry has sacrificed, that Porter and Ali are gaining. Purida. So what is 5 by 30? Total sacrificing ratio of Harry. That becomes total gaining ratio of Porter and Ali. But I don't need total. I want separately for Porter how much, Ali how much. So I need to split. In the total gaining ratio, I need to split. So for that, I need a split ratio. That split ratio is what? 1:4. The gaining ratio is nothing but the split ratio. In what ratio the gain has been split? So 5 by 30, I have to multiply it with 1 by 5. And 5 by 30, I'll multiply with 4 by 5. So what is this? Total gaining ratio. That is total gaining ratio multiplied by just gaining ratio. What will I get? This is total gaining ratio of both the partners. If I multiply with just gaining ratio, I will get total gaining ratio of one partner, single partner. Punjada. This 5 by 30 is the total gain of both the partners. In the ratio is split panning. For example, 6 slices of pizza is there. The ratio is 10 வச்சுக்கோங்க. 10 is the total pizza. இங்கிட்ட மொத்த 10 pizza இருக்கு. இப்போ நான் பிரிக்கணும் 3:2ல. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? Into 3 by 5. 10 into 2 by 5. Will you split or not? So like that, instead of 10 Domino's pizza, imagine 530 is the total gain. I need to know separate how much gain. So I need to multiply with a percentage, no ratio, no. So on the ratio la multiply பண்ணிருக்கேன். Got it, not got it? Any problem here? Clear, no? Like this only sums are going to come in admission retirement. If this is clear apnina, admission retirement, no problem. Now that you have total gaining ratio, can you do the tabular column? உனக்கு total gaining ratio வந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னா the previous tabular column only will continue. இது அப்படி நீ போட்டுட்டு அப்படி continue பண்ணு. Okay, now don't ask any further question. Let me go to the next one. With this, we are done. Last question of the day. Illustration 10. If this is doable by you, I'll give homework. If not, I'll do it in the class right now. Okay, va? This is the last question because after this, the next topic starts. Accounting for reserves. Chariya. So last question. This is also ulta pulta question only. Listen now. Anmol and Ravi are partners sharing profit and losses equally. Means what? 1:1. With effect from 1 April 26, they decide to change their profit sharing ratio. How much? Don't know. That is what they're asking you to find out. Determine individual partners gain and sacrificing ratio and new profit sharing ratio. ரெண்டுமே calculate பண்ண சொல்லியிருக்கான். புரிஞ்சுதா? Now you will have doubts. Sir, if both they want us to find out அப்படின்னா, how will I do it? Because there are 3 variable. OPSR, NPSR, SR. இதில் வந்து 2 தெரியல அப்படின்னா, how will I do it? So in question what they will do? No. For one, they'll give hint to calculate. So using that hint, you calculate the gaining sacrificing ratio and then OPSR is given already. Using OPSR and SR, you calculate NPSR. Punjida, what we just did now. Don't lose hope. Wait. The partnership deed provides that in the event of any change in profit sharing ratio, goodwill will be valued at 3 years purchase. How many years of purchase? 3 years of purchase of the average of last 3 years profit. So average profit 3 years. Number of years of purchase also 3. Profit for the last 3 years were 40,000, 30,000, 20,000. Following entries passed to give effect to adjustment of goodwill. Okay, va. So Ravi to Anmol apana gaining partner to sacrificing partner. Got it? Not got it? Okay. But we don't know what is the gaining ratio, what is the sacrificing ratio. So you have to find that out. Panlama. So for that I need total goodwill of the firm. Yen therima. Once I have total goodwill of the firm, with that if I multiply total gaining ratio, I will get 15,000. 15,000 is already there. Using the profit, I will find out total goodwill of the firm. In the ரெண்டுத்துக்கு நான் fraction எடுத்து அப்படின்னா I'll get total gaining ratio. Once I get total gaining ratio, using gaining ratio OPSR, I'll get NPSR. Got it? Not got it? Online people, got it? Not got it? Those who have not got it, I'm repeating one more time. In the 15,000 empty vanduchu. How to get this 15,000? Total gaining ratio multiplied by, total goodwill of the firm multiplied by total gaining ratio is equal to 15,000. Yes or no? In this equation, 15,000 you know. Total goodwill of the firm you can calculate. Eppadi? He has given profit. Average profit in number of years of purchases, goodwill. Goodwill vanducha. So now, what is the total gaining ratio formula? Total gaining ratio is equal to 15,000 divided by total goodwill of the firm. You will get the ratio. What is this ratio called as? Total gaining ratio. So in the tabular column, first column, partners column, second column, OPSR, third column is total gaining ratio. With this, I'll find out new profit sharing ratio. Got it, not got it. You will find goodwill. Find goodwill now. Find out goodwill. Sir, average profit is 30,000. Multiply by 3 years of purchase, goodwill is 90,000. So now 15,000 is the goodwill of individual partner. And if I divide by 90,000, what am I getting? 15,000 by 90,000 is how much? Calculation of total gaining ratio. Total gaining ratio of who's the gaining partner? Who's the gaining partner? Ravi. Of Ravi. How do I calculate this? So total goodwill of the firm. With that, if I multiply total gaining ratio, I will get Ravi's goodwill. Ravi's goodwill is given in question. How much it is? Ravi's goodwill is how much? 15,000. 15,000. Total gaining ratio is total gaining ratio X only. Total goodwill of the firm you found out now. How much? 90,000. Ipo, what is the formula to get TGR? TGR is equal to 15,000 by 90,000. Don't take it to decimal. எனக்கு fraction கொடுங்க. Round fraction. 1 by 6. அப்போனா 1 by 6 is the gaining ratio. If 1 by 6 is gaining ratio, total gaining ratio, then sacrificing ratio also is 1 by 6. Okay, not okay. In the question exam, 12 CBSE people, I'm talking to you. This question in exam, if you think it will come for 2 or 3 marks, you're wrong. This is MCQ question. Which question? MCQ question. This is not your 2-mark question. So much you have to do only to get that 1 mark. புரிஞ்சுதா? Because your MCQ questions are also what? Concept based questions. Case based study. புரிஞ்சுதா? So இதுல வந்து calculative questions will be asked. So don't think that MCQ means direct question only will be asked. No. Calculative questions also are a part of your MCQ. So if you take your history and see all the sample paper and the board paper, like this multiple question they've asked in MCQ. Ama. So you have to be real fast and quick in your calculation. So in the partnership chapter 11, where and all this ratio part is coming, no, apart from having a strong math, what you call accounting concept, you need to be strong in your mathematics also. If you're not strong in mathematics here, you cannot do your calculations fast. You'll become slow. So do a lot of practice for these questions. With practice, you'll become pro. Anna, the sums that you work out with proper mindset. Foundation people, don't take too much load. For you, this kind of questions will not come in depth. Purida, one of a big question they will give you. In one big question, you have to do old goodwill calculation, new goodwill calculation, revaluation concept, transfer of reserves, all masala, whatever you learned, no, in all the chapters, put together one question for 15 marks. Sometimes they'll ask one question for 20 marks. எல்லா மசாலா ஒரே இடத்துல வச்சு செஞ்சிருவாங்க. So for you, this also is important. Kutti topic will become a big topic for you. So for foundation people, இந்த மாதிரி குட்டி questions separate வராது. They'll mix and ask in some other big questions. Got it, not got it? Now, partner's name. OPSR. GR or SR, what do you want? GR is fine. SR, many questions you didn't know. GR will do one more. SR enuma, okay. SR more comfortable? Okay. SR. Oh, you're comfortable in SR? Then I will not do.
Yes.
Come out of your comfort zone. Come out of your comfort zone. NPSR. Now, in the question, OPSR directly given, yes or no. GR directly given. What have they given? Hint. So, இந்த ஹிண்ட்டை வச்சு நீ இப்பதான் கால்குலேட் பண்ணியிருக்க. புரிஞ்சிருக்கா? So, using these both now, you will calculate NPSR. Got it, not got it. Now, partner's name, please. First partner. Anmol. Amol illa. Anmol and Ravi. Anmol and Ravi. What is the ratio? Old ratio. 1/2, 1/2. Who's the gaining partner? Ravi gaining partner. Ravi gaining partner. Who's sacrificing partner? Anmol. Now, lucky fellow you are. Here both ratios are same, 1 by 6, 1 by 6. But you have taken gaining ratio column. In gaining ratio column, plus should be what? Gain. Minus should be what? Sacrifice. So 1 by 6 negative here and 1 by 6 positive here. For gaining partner, it should be positive. Sacrificing partner should be negative. Got it. Not got it. Now, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Sir, NPSR formula, sir. What is NPSR formula? OPSR plus GR. Simple. So 1 by 2 plus of 1 by 6. 1 by 2 plus of minus 1 by 6. I'm so sorry. Then 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. Tell me. With 2, if I multiply 3, I'll get 6. So 3 plus of minus is minus. 3 minus 1 by 6. How much it is? 2 by 6. Any problem? No problem. Multiply this with 3. Multiply this with 3. So 3 plus 1 by 6. How much it is? 4 by 6. What is this new ratio? Check whether this is right or wrong. How do you check? The sum total of numerator should be equal to any one denominator. 2 plus 4 is how much? 6. Now the new profit sharing ratio. Therefore, new profit sharing ratio is equal to 2 is to 4. Can we simplify this? Yes, how much? 1 is to 2. This is the final answer. If you write 2 is to 4 and come, they'll put wrong. 1 is to 2 is the right answer. Okay, not okay. Sorry? Step marks you will get it, but full marks you will not get. He's asking, sir, if I write NPS at 2 is to 4 and come, will they put entire question 0? No. Step marks you will get it. With this, we are done with the concept of writing off of the old goodwill. Writing off of the old goodwill. Okay, va? Okay. When are we meeting next? Friday. Today's Friday or Sunday. Okay.
Sunday timing.
Arun? What 1 is to 2? This is new ratio of Anmol and Ravi. So 1 by 3 and 2 by 3. 1 by 3 is the new ratio of Anmol and Ravi is 2 by 3. Hello, wait. I'm not done. Wait. Shh. Silence. No talking. Focus here. I'm the hero of this class. Focus on me. Doubt Munijida. Okay. Online people. Okay, only no. All good? Chalo, great. So guys, that's all from my side for this session. I will see you all in the next class, which is on Sunday, 12 p.m. sharp. It's not 10 o'clock, it's 12. Okay? So I'll see you on 12 p.m. sharp on Sunday. Until then, bye-bye. See you. Take care. Thank you so much.